I love this place. You're probably asking yourself, like, Cody, what are you doing in New York City? Is it a collab with Casey Neistat? That's like the obvious, like, that's not what it is. I'm sorry, that's not what it is yet. Collab, sick, radical artist, creator. If you just started watching me since Peter, sometimes I go out and I meet with people who are inspirational, influential, you know, creating something, making something, influencing something. That's what I'm doing today. His name's Nick Sider, and I am jacked for you to meet him. Let's do this thing. Oh wait, I wanted to show you how I got here. You should really never put WD-40 on your skateboard bearings, but like when you're in a crunch, it'll work. It's like gaff tape, really. It works for anything. I rode it in the rain the other day, and that's what I'm about to do again right now. And it got a little bit tight. Also, a quick update, I'm not late, but I'm not early. So, actually I think I might be late. I didn't want to have to pay for parking, so that's why I'm pushing it. I'm glad I put that WD-40 on. It made my skateboard just a little bit quieter. I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna make it. That was actually the second time I've wrecked on this board. First time it was unusable footage. Let's see what that one looks like. In slow-mo at least. I'll blame the road surfaces. We're gonna have to do something about the bumpiness. Harrisburg University. Pretty cool lights, huh? Pretty cool. Are the cups over here or the back? All right. Large one, please. Thank you. I love the green lights in here. Like green and red, the colors. Colors, you know what I'm saying? Now you can't see anything. How about that? There's that green. Made it. I thought that I forgot my ND filter. Totally had it. It's because these biking coats have like 3 pockets in the back. I absolutely love them, but it's easy to lose stuff. Hey, how's it going? There we go. I don't know if you know this. Did you know I lived in Philadelphia for like a year? Almost a year? Maybe more than a year. I used to live here. Phone popped down into 4G and there's only 6% left, but like we're almost to New York. I'm gonna have to cancel this upload. I'm gonna have to do it again. Uploading on the road, you know what I mean? You heard me say I like vlogging in loud places, right? New York City, there might not be a louder place in like all of America. I'm totally serious. I've got no idea where I am. I gotta just like go up on the street and figure out how to get to the subway. You know how they say at a big party you can kind of spend time alone, and at a little party, I don't actually know what the saying is. I should find out what the saying is. But that's what it's like in New York City. Like you're with all these people, but nobody cares. Anybody know what the rules are about skating in the city on the sidewalk in New York? I don't know. Probably wondering what I was doing. I was really just looking for the Starbucks right here. I gotta figure out a way to get my skateboard like attached to my back so I don't have to keep carrying it. I realize I'm more of a two-handed vlogger because I gotta adjust the stuff. I see what you're saying, Scott. Scott, I see you. I may also rip a hole in the back of my shirt because of this grip tape. What do you think? You think it's gonna work? Good thing is if it falls, like I'm gonna hear it. As long as my pants don't fall down, we're gonna be good. Let's do this thing. I was gracious enough to bring the rain along with me, so pat me on the back. Skateboard back there, look at that thing. Taking the one uptown. My pants are totally falling down. Turns out you need to pay for the subway these days. I thought there'd be a thing down there, but there wasn't. I really need to pull my pants up, but I'm holding this coffee on the camera. There's nothing I can do. At least I've got a sick pair of Separtech underwear on. Separtech, I don't think Separtech knew what they were getting when they, you know. I think I figured it out. It's when I don't get much sleep, I have a problem regulating my body temperature. I'm pretty sure there's like some science there. Just realized I don't think I recorded the part earlier where I said, I'm glad I caught up on my sleep because I only got an hour and a half last night. That will make my previous comment make sense. Let's do this. There's just something so radical about the energy in this city. I just love it. He told me to meet him at a Starbucks. There's a Starbucks on a corner somewhere, and I'm meeting him there. Found it, it's way over there. Just in case.
So we were in Brooklyn for about a year.
Yeah.
And I'm a people person, so I enjoy, and I realized I can talk and like have people around while I paint. So these are the essentials. Like a big thing I had to learn was when I get to the studio, I have to put these on immediately, because otherwise I'll just like, sit around, I'll look at my phone, get on whatever. But when I put these on, it's like, all right, now I have to paint.
You're literally putting your painting pants on.
Yeah, it's like my
yeah.
When I was a kid, this was like my identity. I remember I won an award in kindergarten for a lion drawing, and that was when I realized I could draw. I didn't really know, and then from then on till I can remember, that was like my life. When my parents would like send me to my room, they couldn't really punish me because I was in my room all the time just drawing anyways. I just everything. Really early on, I knew I wanted to be an artist. I wanted to be a painter. In school, I would get in trouble for drawing on stuff, and art classes were never great because I wanted to do my own stuff. So that was sort of a difficulty, and because of that, I decided not to study art, and unfortunately just gave it up for like 7 years. I studied something else in college. A lot of my friends didn't even know I did art. And then I turned 25, and I was doing something else, and I really didn't like what I was doing. And I had like a quarter-life crisis and was like, I need to like recalibrate. I lived in Canada at the time. I moved back to Pennsylvania. I got the first job I could get, which was at the Olive Garden, the OG, waiting tables. I'd never done that before, but I didn't really care. I was like, I'm just gonna learn to paint. I had never actually painted. That's a funny thing. I'd never actually painted. I did a lot of drawing and other things, but I hadn't really mastered painting. And so I said, I'm just gonna teach myself to paint. It's gonna take like 5 to 10 years, so I gotta get really good at waiting tables. I remember when I finished my first painting, it was sort of like, all right, this was what I knew that I wanted to do when I was a kid. That was it. That's what I want to be doing the rest of my life. And so yeah, from then on, I haven't stopped painting. When I started, a lot of people knew, I wanted to inform people what was going on, and so I told them I changed my job and I was waiting tables and I was painting. And it wasn't to like gain a following or anything. It was like I should show people what I'm doing, you know? It started pretty, it was very pure, I guess. I just wanted people to know what I was up to. And I didn't think about selling at all. I kept thinking it was gonna be years till I could sell anything. And a good friend of mine, his mom asked if I could do a painting for her. And I was like, oh yeah, definitely. Like whatever she wants, yeah, let's do it. And I just sort of, it kept happening. People would inquire about buying, and I realized like, okay, this is a real possibility. So through Facebook, I just started selling stuff to people I knew, and then eventually to people I didn't know, and then I started looking into how do you build a following, how do you make this grow, and yeah, it sort of started to take over. I like learning things. I like solving problems. So, you know, the first problem for me was painting. I need to learn to paint. And when I started to tackle that, to me the next one was like, okay, how do I get my artwork out there? So I just started researching. People ask me that a lot. I'm like, just Google it. Go on YouTube, like everything is there. So I started to read about specifically posts and when you post and how you post. I try different things out, and I found certain videos or pictures that got a big response, and so I just kept recreating that content. I think consistency is a big thing. When you find something that works, keep doing it. And it doesn't mean, you know, don't try new things, but be consistent with what you're doing. That was a big thing I learned. Yeah, that was the funny thing too, is when I moved to New York especially, I met a lot of artists who thought the two can't be connected. It's either art or business. And my dad's really business minded, and I grew up in that house, so to me it was like, all right, I want to do this for a living, so it's a business. So I would just kind of incorporate whatever I learned in business or would read about in business into art, and it worked. And a lot of people thought I was really weird for doing that, but I didn't really care. I was like, I just want to keep doing this as much as I can. So I would read a lot about sales, because you know, you're selling your art. I would read about marketing. I probably quit too early from being a server. I got a little anxious, and I loved painting so much. When I sold a couple of them, I was like, I'm gonna do this full time, and because I just wanted to paint all day. So I actually did a telemarketing job on top of serving, and then I quit the serving job, and then like a week later got fired from the telemarketing job. But it really took about 2 or 3 years before anything happened. And that's a big thing I tell people, is it just takes time. Like, you can't build a following like that, you know? They have to find you, and so you're gonna have to put in the time of people finding you. And what really happened was I started doing larger pieces, and I realized, you know, people really enjoyed that. It made more of an impact, and then random viral video came out about me. I didn't even know it was being posted, and I just started getting tagged in all these things. I had no idea it was out. I thought it was just some random thing that somebody wanted to do about me. And yeah, it was crazy. That was like the busiest week of my life. Yeah, social media is crazy. It's really simple. You put yourself out there, and eventually people will find you. I was lucky. I had a cousin. He's super successful. He's like just a big entrepreneur now. Big inspiration for me. But when it happened, he called me up immediately, and he was like, look, I've seen this happen to people. He calls it the golden crown, which is like when the lightning strikes. And he said, what you need to do now is not sit back, because it will fade just as quickly as it came. You need to figure out why it happened and keep doing it, and figure out how to keep doing it and how to keep this momentum going. That's a big thing, is, you know, people want it to happen immediately, and it's like, if you're not ready, it'll go away as quickly as it came. Like, you need to build that foundation. And especially in New York, everybody wants a big break. And I've realized, you know, if you have a foundation going and you know what's working, then when it does happen, you know why it happened, and you can keep it going. If you catch a big break and don't know why, a lot of people, it crumbles then, you know, because you don't understand what exactly it is you're putting out there.
Days like this are always so hard, because I never know how much to say afterwards, because I'm just not gonna end up being able to use any of it. Because I want to use all his stuff, because that was amazing. Secret to becoming positive is gratitude, straight up. What's up, man?
Tell them.
Yeah.
Tell them.
Secret to becoming positive is gratitude. You gotta think about 5 things a day that you're grateful for, all right? Everybody, meet Nick. Guys, meet Nick. I'm meeting Nick too for the first time right now.
Whatever, we've known each other for a while.
Forever. Way of Life Athletic Company. All right, I gotta go to this meeting with this guy, and I'm super amped about it.
And now I've been vetting opportunities that come in to Vayner Media and to Gary.
All right.
And then checking out where they fit within the Vayner X ecosystem. Hot dog?
No thanks. I'm too amped to eat, man.
It compounds exponentially year over year. People become desensitized to their norms. So when I first came to this city and I saw people breakdancing on the subway, my mind was blown. 18 months in, I turned a cold eye to it. And I stopped myself, and I was like, every single day, the fact that I live in this amazing place that I do, and I meet so many amazing people. I'm doing what I wanted to do my entire life, and I can't become this person that takes that for granted for a single second, because if I do, I've lost my way. I just feel like so many people on their way to whatever they think they wanted get lost in something else. If there's not alignment for why you're actually showing up every day, that's when all the kind of cracks begin to show a lot bigger. And it seems like you have been doing it from the core for a long time. But just knowing what's possible just changes your entire mindset.
I'm the unicorn guy, I guess. Man himself isn't here, all right? So don't get too excited, but like, I'm into space, all right? Thank you so much, my man. This means a lot to me.
It's easy.
I'm real appreciative, man. Thank you, I appreciate you.
Life just has a really funny way of figuring itself out.
Nick, thank you, man. Thank you. Seriously. Dude, thank you.
See you, bro.
Thank you so much. All right, so basically now, I gotta figure out how to, I don't know how to do today's vlog, everybody. Today's vlog just changed. True to form, it has started raining again, which I'm excited about. I feel like rain has meant nothing but good things for this vlog, so yeah, excited about the rain. Let's get some more rain. I'm still trying to process how I'm gonna do this vlog. It's just gonna, who made the 6-minute rule anyway? Thanks a lot. I'm literally on the quiet car. I picked a bad car for vlogging. All right. It's over there. I don't even know. I think the stairs are over here. I was in the front of the train. Crazy. Don't get me wrong, I totally love Harrisburg. Like, I love Harrisburg, I love Pennsylvania. But that day, there is something magical about New York City. Why is that noise happening in my brain? No, but seriously, like, what just happened? That was such a sick day. One day, Joby's gonna come out with a Gorilla Pod that just like runs to catch up with you. I straight up can't believe that I was here this morning. Like, that was a couple weeks ago. That was a couple weeks ago up here. Let's get it, all right? Let's do this thing.